Hey everybody, let me hop in my seat here. I've been working on something. Let me grab my seat just a second here and move this out of my way. I've been knocking stuff off right and left, let me tell you. Oh goodness, hasn't it been a great day for an event? We have raised some money for Ron and Deb Brown. And guys, I know exactly what they're going through. Jeff and I are so fortunate that with his kidney transplant, the VA has taken everything, taken care of every little bill that we've had. So we're very thankful for that. But we also have insurance, but we know exactly how insurance works. Sometimes you have more to pay out than they actually pay on it. Hey, Carol. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Denise. Hey, Mary. Hey, Gretchen. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Carolyn. I am the last one tonight, and I am going to be doing a cigarette box that I had. And let me tell you, I have been scrubbing these labels off all evening. I have been sick since yesterday, and I finally feel a little bit better tonight because I was really doubtful if I was going to get to go on. I just didn't feel good. I've had that stomach bug, and it hit me just right after I went on yesterday. So this is the cigarette box, and I went ahead and I put some wood filler on the ends here, and I've already painted the inside of this sandstone, and I'm going to put some scrapbook paper in here because it really did soak up the paint, and I'm just going to stick some scrap paper in there. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Rita. And this is how it goes together, and I've got to find a smaller screw tomorrow. I guess after church I'm going to go to Walmart. You got to make sure you turn this in the right way. It goes together like this. And we have this little knob, and I need a screw to put on this. This way I'll help you pull it in and out. Hey, Lisa from Crafting and Cruising. And I have been sanding these pieces inside of here. And I got some paint in it a while ago. So let me get that wet paint out just real quick because I don't want it to stay in that little area there. We got a little slide there. But we're going to make sure we get this back in here right. These are always tight to fit, but it will do good. Thank you, Barbara. I tell you what, the ladies that come together to help us have all been wonderful. Wonderful. Sometimes you have to just get something in here and get it started to pull it out. That's why I want to put that knob on it to make it a little bit easier to open it up. And it's not wanting to open up for me now. There we go. Sometimes you just got to make it work here. A girl named Kim. Welcome. Now I need to get it open. There we go. I'm going to have to do a little more sanding on the top, I think. I'm going to just take it. I'm going to sand these edges right here down so that it'll be a little bit smoother and it can go in and out. Oh, thank you, Melody. I tell you what, that bug was awful. Now, I'm going to paint this. This is my front because it's smaller. I'm going to paint this the vintage duck egg, and we're going to put some rub-ons on it. Christy, I was thinking the same thing. I've got a candle here somewhere, and I need to get it and use it because I think it'd help a lot. Let me grab a brush here. We're going to paint. And then I've got an IOD stencil rub-on that I want to put on. And we've got a cute little one that's going to go on the top that says what the flower is. It's a daisy. And these are the daisies we're going to put on. And then I've picked up some scrapbook paper that matches the duck egg blue. And we're going to put that on the inside. And around the edge, we're just going to put these vines right there. Vaseline in the tray. I've got some Vaseline. I can do that too. But we're going to go ahead and start painting this up. And it's going to be a really pretty color when we're done. I'm not going to paint anything up here on the top. I'm going to let that stay that color. I will paint this part right here just to cover that up. But I will get a candle and put on here. I've tried to make sure I cleared out all of the track sanded it today and done all that. Thank you, Denise. I got this shirt at a place up in Paducah. Royal King, it's like at Atwood's here. Hey, Edith. But I know Char's got me shared all over to where I need to go, so we're just going to get started here. We got 45 minutes, and then we're going to auction this little box off. We're going to auction it off. Get these, and this wood is not really a cedar. It's whatever they make these boxes out of. Cheap wood. I don't think it's really good cedar wood. Hey, Gail. How are you doing tonight? I told Char when she comes up here in a couple of weeks, she's going to spend the night with me when we have our event. And I'm going to load her up with a bunch of stuff to take home. She said it was. Okay, I don't know what that is, but whatever I said, I don't know. Hey, Tiffany, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, I love the vintage duck egg blue. To me, it's kind of a blue-green. I think if whatever you put with it kind of determines. Let me get my page up here so I can see what I'm doing here. I had Sonya up here so I could watch her. Let me find my page here. So maybe I can see comments down here a little bit. Jeff had to go get me another laptop. We bought a laptop for the new laser. It's not, oh, is that my story? Hold on. I guess I didn't put my story on. There I am. I wanted to talk to my granddaughter tonight, and she must be having fun. They went to the beach. Jeff is doing good. He tired. He had to go down to Fort Smith to return my laptop and get another one. Went by to see Declan. Declan was getting in trouble. He's getting a little mouthy. But his mama and daddy have told him that, see, how do they say it? You need to be kind. How do they tell him that? Oh, darn. You need to be kind, and it's a good choice to be kind. You have a choice to be kind. He had been too kind while his daddy's been gone. He told his mama today he got in trouble, and he said, now, Mom, it's a choice to be kind. And he didn't say it once. He said it every time he got in trouble. Well, he got sent to his room. He doesn't like time out. He didn't like getting more minutes added to his timeout because she started out with 3 minutes from what Jeff told me. Kelly, we are in Northeast Oklahoma. Northeast Oklahoma. But he was being a little stinker. And I know Lauren disciplines in him. He's got to be disciplined. Kids got to be disciplined. Got to be disciplined. But my daughter, Haley, and I were talking today. I think I want to try to go see him before school's out. Because we'll have the grandkids this summer. And I really want to go down. I just hardly can't stand not seeing that baby. And Jeff and I might head down for a quick weekend. But both of your... Oh, wow. Emma and them are advancing tomorrow, too. They're in the finals. And I just got... Well, I think I'm going to paint the bottom of that green anyway. It's all right if I drip some in there. Let's go ahead and get the inside. I want to do the bottom of this green while I've got it here. Because I really didn't like that color of paint that I had on there. But I was talking to Haley and we were laughing about Declan. We wouldn't laugh at Declan about it. We were laughing about Declan. And Haley goes, Mom, she said, when was it a choice for us to be kind? It was either be kind or we're in trouble. I said, well, Haley, I said, TJ hasn't got that old yet, so just wait till it's his turn. He'll come up with some doozies. But I think he was getting on the last nerve Lauren had, asking her if she was being kind when she was disciplining him and telling him to quit jumping on the couch and things like that he shouldn't be doing. Let me go ahead and dry this real quick. Thank you. I tell you what, Emma's a little firecracker, let me tell you. She's the smallest one on her team, but she's not the youngest. Oh, yeah, you're right, Debbie. We didn't do that. I would have been in trouble, and my girls would have been in trouble. They never got away with talking back. Oh, my goodness, Debbie, Donna, thank you for those stars. Oh, wow, Pearl, that's awesome. 24 years. Whoops, nothing on there. Let's get in the bottom here. Let's get in the bottom. No, Christy, I was so sick today, I didn't do anything but sit on the couch and played with Chat GPT is what I did. You watched Emma? Oh, she's good. Jeff and I get tickled. Of course, you know, those little cheerleaders, they all have little hair pieces. That way their hair kind of flops around. But she can sure flop that head. She can sure flop her head around. He's going to try, Crystal. He's going to try. Thank you, Melody. He's going to try. Depends on how much stamina he's got in the morning, whether he can stay up there the whole time. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Wilma. I think the transfers will look okay on this. I know it's a little darker than what you'd want to put on there, but I think they'll be all right. Because they're a little wider with the background. Hey, Wanda. Oh, let me tell you what. When we picked up Layla, we went across the parking lot, an asphalt parking lot, to get Layla. And on the way back, Emma has her phone in her hand, and she was doing one-handed flips. And I said, Emma, you're going to break your phone. She goes, I've got a hold of my phone. But she sat there and did it with her phone in her hand. I can remember when she was learning, and she practiced. And she practiced, and she practiced, and she practiced when she was trying to get the splits down, and she can do it. But we're real proud of her. She loves it. I don't know if she's going to do the competitive cheer next year, because she's kind of wanting to do soccer at school, and she's still going to do tumbling. But I don't know if she wants to do competitive cheer. She's kind of been a little on the fence with it. She's done it for the last 2.5 years, and I think she probably needs a little bit of a break. But she's really wanting to get into soccer. So we'll be going to soccer games. Oh, prayers for Kelly. I don't know what for, but I'll go back and look. I'll go back and read the comments. Oh, somebody's got breast cancer. I am so sorry. I tell you, that's one thing she wanted to learn. And that high kick she can do. Hey, Becca. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and paint the bottom of this just real quick so it's done. And this wasn't engraved like the other ones. So it's probably going to take 2 coats to cover up that black in that one little spot. But it wasn't engraved. These others had a deep engraving on it. And Jeff had to pick me up some wood filler, and I got it on, got it dried and sanded. You as your mascot? I tell you what, the memories when you start thinking about what you did, and for me, I've been out of school a long time. Long time. Oh, goodness, Charlotte. A left-handed pitcher. I know when our girls were in school and they were doing sports and stuff, I didn't get to go to a lot of their games because at the time my mom was real sick. And by the time I got out of school working and would get home and take care of mom and my dad, Jeff had to go to a lot of their games alone. I didn't get to go to a whole lot of them. Oh, thank you, Robin. We're proud of her. She's determined. Now, Emma, she is very determined girl. Very determined. Yes, this is it's Dixie Belle's Vintage Duck Egg. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, I'm just sitting here waiting for this to dry. I don't want it to bubble up on me, so I've got my heat down a little bit, so it'll take a little longer to dry. And if I get done before 45 minutes, when I get done, we will auction it off. Hey, Deborah Monroe, how are you doing? I need to find a Kleenex because my nose is starting to run. Two hours away. I know how you feel because Declan and them are a little over an hour away, but we get to see them because Lauren works here in town. Excuse me, everybody. My nose is running. Whoop, that's wet. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing better. Isn't Christy sweet? I just love Christy. I wish my candle was down here, but it's not. Hey, Vicki. I did set today and work on my website when Facebook tried to take it over because they changed their policies. I had to go in and fix everything. Oh yeah, definitely high pollen. Let me get this paint off of me. And let me close this paint up and get it out of the way. Because I don't want to, let me just put my bottle of water there. I don't want to have to do it. Oh yeah, it hit me just really fast yesterday. Real fast. Okay, I'm going to use, I've already cut out my paper here. And it matches it pretty close. It's a little darker. But I think it'll be okay. I had to cut my pages down here a little bit smaller so I missed that rail. And I want to make sure I get it right side up. And so I'm going to use my decoupage medium because I know it'll stay down. So we're going to take this decoupage medium and I'm just going to use a small brush because I don't want to get it all over. And I'm going to put a good coat in here. We're going to get the inside done before we get the outside done. I don't want to get it up there in that little groove. And I'm just getting a good coat in here. And I don't think I'll be able to get my iron in there. I might try it after we're done here to get my iron in here. Let's get one piece in. Making sure my print is up. I'm going to slide it in. And I'm just going to lay it down and press it in. And it looks like I got it crooked. So let me peel it off. That's one thing about this medium here. I can peel it off. It's still sticky. I don't want to get it all the way to that top. I want it right underneath that lip. Okay, there we go. Now it looks a little more straight. And that makes it go down really smooth. But I will go in and iron that the best I can. Hey, Darcy Designs. How are you doing? I loved your project tonight. That was really cute. Everybody had such a cute project. They were all good projects. And I know we've raised a lot of money to help. And that's the most important thing. More than having an event is have a fundraiser for somebody that is sweet as Deb and Ron. Okay, let me find my other small piece here. Make sure my writing is up. It's got a little writing on it. It's pretty cute. Okay, we got our two sides in there. We got that one and we got that one. And now let's get our two big pieces in. And then we're going to give a coat of Mod Podge on the outside of it because I want my my transfers to stay on really good. Yeah, Deb, she needs to rest because she's not feeling good either. I told her today she needed to get some sleep. Because, you know, it's tiring when you're having to go to the hospital every day. And I'm glad that I haven't had to go with Jeff the last few weeks. He's been able to drive himself, and that has helped me a lot. Now, I'll have to take him Monday because he's getting that stent out. And he don't think he can drive afterwards. 39 in Ohio. It's a little cooler here today, too. I know Sonia said she was cold in Fort Smith. And oh, this goes to the front. That one's shorter. That one is shorter. Yeah, Sonia said it was cold in Fort Smith. She doesn't live that far from my daughter. Oh, that's nice, Becca. It's always nice when you can win those projects that you like. Okay, now we'll get this front. We're just about done with this. We still have time. 53 here. Yeah, but there's a wind that's just a little bit on the cool side. It's just this side of Fort Smith. It's actually in Broken Arrow, so we don't have to go all the way downtown to Fort Smith. I mean, not Fort Smith, to Tulsa. It's just as we come into Tulsa before we have to go under a lot of traffic. It's like the first or second exit. Gonna be chilly in Atlanta. Blackberry winter. What is blackberry winter? Does that mean that the blackberries are going to be really good in this when they get ready to harvest them? Right now we have fresh strawberries and Jeff can't even eat them. Our Stillwell has a strawberry festival the second Saturday of the May, and strawberries are already coming off. And there's just a little place up here, a little market, just not too far from the house. Oh wow, Denise, tennis size hail. Okay, I can tell my paper is a little bit tall here in the back. Let me see if I can trim it just a tad. I may have to get my X-Acto knife and get it down. or I'll just sand it down. Let me get some more paper behind here. I've noticed this wood is really, really porous. It really soaks up the paint and the glue. In Missouri also, yeah, it's cool. I saw that storm that Misty, she was on this morning. Okay, let's dry this paper inside. Getting rain tomorrow, they said. Oh, wow. I had never heard that. I love blackberries. Sending prayers to Susie Mack. I'll have to go back and see what's going on with Susie. Yep, this is really not wanting to stick very good. It's soaking up the glue. It's kind of, yeah, it's fairly lightweight, but it's thicker than balsa. But it's, it really wants to soak up the glue. I'll go in and I'll put a sealer on it, and that'll help. Okay, let's go ahead and leave that just like it is for right now. On the lid, I think I'm going to stain the lid. And the reason why, I think if I put more paint on it, I think it's just going to get it where it won't move at all. So I'm going to use a wipe, and I'm going to use this burnt or nutmeg, because I think I'm just going to stain it. Because I think if we try to paint it, first of all, it's going to swell a little bit. And it's already in a tight spot. 51 in Oregon, wow. So I think I'm just going to take the wood and we're just going to stain it. And I think that'll be okay. Yeah, I just think just staining the lid, because we don't want to put any extra paint on it. When will you tell Char? I'm going to see Char on, she's going to spend the second, third, and fourth, I think. And I'm not going to worry about the bottom, because the bottom already has kind of a stain on it. It's the color of the wood. But I'll stain this just a little bit, not a whole lot. Okay. I think that looks okay, actually. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. All right, let's go ahead and dry this on top, because we're going to put a coat of Mod Podge on it, because we're going to put a little transfer on top of it. Now I want to thank Tracy for letting us send all of the videos over to Craft Around the Clock. That really helps get some exposure to all the ladies that was in there today. Well, Michelle, I have alpha gal, so I can't eat like red meat. I can't eat red meat. I can eat pork chops, thank goodness. But because there's just so much you can eat, it's cut down on what I eat or what I can eat. And so I was starving. I mean, I was just hungry all the time. And Jeff takes Monjaro. And so I decided, I checked into something, it's a Monjaro compound with B12, and I take just a really, really small shot. That has helped. Oh, I don't want gloss. That has helped with my cravings, so that I'm just not hungry all the time, because for days I couldn't find anything that I could eat, and that made it rough. because everything I was eating made me sick. If I got cross-contamination with something, it made me sick. And so I decided to go ahead and do that, and just really to curb my appetite, because nothing else was curbing it. So I just eat, make sure I eat something in the morning, eat something in the afternoon, and eat a little bit dinner at night. And sometimes it's very little that I'll eat in the evening time, and that helps. Okay, I got this on here because we're going to put a transfer on the top, and it'll just make it easier. And we're going to put a transfer around. Yeah, I'm going to put some candle wax on it. I wish I had some Vaseline out here, but I don't. We're going to put a coat on here. And I know there's a lot of people that can't get Monjaro, and Jeff's having a hard time getting the right dosage because they're just not carrying it. But mine is like a generic compound, so I'm not taking from people that need it, because I actually need it. But I do feel better. I do feel better. I have more energy. I feel better. Let's dry these 3 sides here, because I don't want to get something on them. Thank you, Joey. But I tell you what, alpha-gal isn't for the weak, let me tell you. I had allergy testing, and I can still eat pork, which I am so thankful I can still eat pork. A little glob there and a little glob there. Let's dry this up. And by putting a coat of Mod Podge on it, it just helps it to stick. Yeah, actually there's a weight loss clinic in Westville that's held by a nurse practitioner that has to work through a doctor. She has a clinic there. Oh, that's good. No, it's not just meat. Like gelatin caps. A lot of gelatin caps have that in it, have the alpha-gal enzyme in it. Let's see. Marshmallows have it in there. And like I take natural thyroid, which is from desiccated, yeah, Mary, it came from a tick bite. Desiccated pig thyroid. And if I wasn't able to eat pork, then I would have to change my thyroid medication to a vegetable-based thyroid that my daughter told me I could take. So there's a lot. There's some people, you know, that I have a friend that has a really severe allergy. And he can't even be in the same room as beef cooking. Lisa, you probably need to get checked. They need to check you for alpha-gal. But if you eat meat and get sick, I did that for almost 2 years before they could figure it out. And my daughter's the one that could figure it out. Yeah, marshmallows. I mean, isn't that crazy? The first day I got the shot back in January, end of January is when I started it. I got a little bit nauseous that first day. But I take such a low dose now, it doesn't bother me. And I've had a couple of weeks where I've gained a couple pounds, and then I've had a couple of weeks where I've lost those pounds. Oh, I know, burnt marshmallows. You know, no more Rice Krispie treats. We don't eat out as much anymore because I can't eat out a lot. There's one place I can always eat that never upsets me is Cane's Chicken, because that's all they do is chicken. Now, if they have chicken and they do sell maybe a hamburger or something in there, I can almost guarantee it is cross-contamination. I've got, looks like 10:35. I've got about 10 minutes to get this done. Okay, let's let that sit for just a minute. And what I'm going to do here, and my iPad fell down, I have, this says what a daisy is. It says daisies with a rose-tipped silvery rays spreading around the yellow boss within, and some most prized. that have not yet been displayed. Their fairy circle, but emerging new from their green hermitage, seemed as they blushed beneath ardent sun's admiring glaze. So we're going to put this little rub on right here on the top. I definitely would, because if my daughter, who's a nurse practitioner, had not been asking me what I was eating, and I have gone through colonoscopies, I have gone through just seeing the doctor and them saying, you know, gallbladder, and my gallbladder works, but it doesn't work great, but it still works. I'm just using my finger now. I didn't bring anything over here to, there we go. But my daughter, she figured it out. She started asking, you know, Mom, what did you eat today? And I would tell her, and she'd always know when I would get sick. Becca, it did me too, because I was a beef eater. Beef eater. I was raised on beef. That is not wanting to stick down. We'll get it to stick down one way or the other. Sometimes these take a little bit of work. A little bit of work. There we go. Oh, goodness. You know, my daughter that's a nurse practitioner had to get her thyroid partially killed out. It went hyper when she was 17 in high school, and then we had to have it radiated, and so now she has to take thyroid to keep it up, and it always, that is not going to stick, everybody. That wood does not want to, and you saw I put some Mod Podge down. That is sad. This wood does not want to keep a transfer on. I am really having to rub it. But my daughter told me to call my nurse practitioner and get an appointment. I never thought about heating that a little bit. Hold on. That's a good idea. Let me turn my heat down a little bit. A lot of Georgia in the house. I'm going to sit here and rub this. We're going to go over our 45 minutes. I can tell you that. I've never had one give me this much problem, but I really think it's because of the wood. Okay, we're going to set this aside because it's going to drive me crazy. And we're going to put it on this one. This wood's a little bit better. And if this doesn't work, then I've got a failed craft, but I got something else I can auction off. There's always something. Now, this is a little bit long for this, so I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to cut some of it off. We're going to just come right here, and we're going to cut this little flower off, but we're going to use it. I'm going to cut that pink out of that. And we're going to take this little flower right here off. Get down in there and get my thing off. And that's going to fit, but we'll use those pieces. So just keep your fingers crossed that this is going to work. Who would have thought that a cigar box would give me such problems with Mod Podge? I really think it was just that wood though, because this one's doing okay. With my fingernail, no less. With my fingernail. So I may not be auctioning this off. I'll auction off a couple other things I got here. Hey, Melody, Arizona. Rebecca's from Florida. And I'm from good old Northeast Oklahoma. I think I'm going to have to tell my girls that's here they're going to have to watch their kids after school. So Jeff and I can make a trip to Maine. I'm just getting to where I just can't hardly stand it. Now this one is doing what it's supposed to do. I really think it was just that lid. Okay, there's the front of our box. I think that turned out pretty cute. Pretty cute. Yeah, school's almost out and we need to go before the schools are out. Oh yeah, I so want to go see TJ. He is changing so much. Okay, I'm just going to put this in the back here so where it's even. And so that I can keep it level all the way around and it's not going wonky, I'm just going to use the bottom here as my base. And we're going to come up here. Okay. I'm going to take that piece right there off. We're going to come up. And I'm going to make it tight. And we're going to lay these leaves down. Yeah, it's that lid. I'll have to work on that lid. We got a minute. Let's go ahead and auction something else off here because I don't know if I really think this is worthy of auctioning off. But I've got something that is. I've got two things here I'll auction off. Two things. And Shar, if you'll be my timer, we're going to go 2 minutes on each of these. And we're going to start this one off. If somebody wants to auction off, put a bid in on this one. If somebody wants to put a bid in on this one, we're going to sell this one right here first. And then we're going to do this one right here. So we can start off, what, maybe $20 on this one? It's on a wood slab. Sonia's got 20 on it. Grace has got 25. I think in it being real close, Grace has got it 25. Linda Williams has it for 35. Linda Williams has it for 35. Kim Fogel has it for 40. Kim Fogel has it for 40. I think this one turned out really cute. Kim has it for 40. I'm watching my clock here. We've got about a minute left. Kim has it for 40. Kim has it for 40. If Shar wants to Linda has it for 45. If Shar wants to say stop here at the end of the time here, we'll go all the way up until she says stop, or if Jeff says stop, one of the two. Linda's got it for 45. Kim's got it for 48. Kim's got it for 48. And I'll stain the back of it here. Kim's got it for 48, but I'll stain the back of it if you want me to. But Kim has it for 48. Linda's got it for 50. Linda has it for 50. Okay, Linda, you got it for 50. Linda's got it for 50. Linda's got it for 50. And then this right here, let's start this one out at 25. This is a shadow box. Start this at 25. We're going to start this one at 25. So when Shar says start, we'll start. When Shar says start, we will start. Linda's got it for 30. Linda has it for 30. Linda has it for 30. Linda has it for 30. If you can see right here, let me kind of get close. We got some, almost like a 3D. But Linda right now has got it for 30. Mary's got it for 35. Mary has it for 35. We had to trim off the back of our bird and give him a cut. A girl named Kim has it for 40. Pay by PayPal. You can pay it by PayPal. And you don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay. If you have a debit card, you can pay it like that with PayPal. A girl named Kim has it for 40. A girl named Kim has it for 40. Linda Williams has it for 42. And then when Shar says stop, that's when we'll stop. Linda's got it for 42. Kim Fogel has it for 50. 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 Right now. Linda Williams has it for 52. Linda Williams has it for 52. And Linda Williams, you got this one for 52. So it looks like Linda ended up with both of them, I think. Linda beat the buzzer there. She got it right before Shar said stop. Okay. Make sure you take a screenshot, and the PayPal is in my description up there. Whoops. Is in my description. I'll pay for the shipping. But make sure you pay for it in the PayPal. Send me a picture of your screenshot, and then I will have you send me a message with your address in it, and we'll ship them out on Monday. Ship them out on Monday. Anyway, everybody, thank you guys so much today for participating in the auction and in our event, supporting all of these crafters. It is something that will help out Deb and Ron so much, even if it's just they can go out and eat a meal. Because, gosh, I miss eating a meal, but have them go out, eat a meal, or just gas going back and forth. I know that gas is, high, $3.19 here in Oklahoma right now. So I know in Texas it's probably a little bit more. But thank you guys so much for participating in it. And we all want to say thank you for purchasing all of the items today and donating to Deb and Ron. Even if you didn't buy anything, you stop and think, if everybody here watched today only donated $1, the money that we could have raised. Ooh, $3.45 in Georgia. I mean, just $1 from everybody would pay. It would be an enormous amount of money, and that would all go to good use. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.